Hi everybody, I'm Rosa, and with me today is Monica, and today's Friday, June 3rd, the day where the class of 2016 officially and finally graduates. But we'll have more on that later. Here's what's been happening this week inside LHS.
Like Rosa just mentioned, today is graduation day for the LHS class of 2016. Tonight at 6 p.m., over 700 members of the LHS class of 2016 will walk across the stage and receive their diplomas. That's unless the weather changes and causes postponement.
This week, the seniors spent the week getting ready for tonight. On Monday, they had a trip to Six Flags. Wednesday night was the sports banquet, and yesterday was the senior breakfast, senior assembly, and graduation rehearsal. Congratulations to the LHS class of 2016.
For the rest of us, there are just 9 days of school left this year. Final exams begin next Thursday, June 9th, and continue on Friday, June 10th, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, June 13th, 14th, and 15th. The last day of school is Thursday, June 16th, and is an early dismissal day.
Tomorrow morning, on Saturday, high schools all over the country, including here at LHS, will be giving the SATs to every student who is registered. Students taking the test must arrive by 7:30 here on campus and bring with them their SAT registration ticket and photo ID. Also, you need to bring number 2 pencils with erasers and a calculator. Good luck to everyone taking the SAT. This past Wednesday and Thursday, freshmen all over the state, including the 9th graders here at LHS, took the science MCAS. As you may know, there are 3 MCAS tests, math, English, and science, taken throughout your 9th and 10th grade years, and it is required to pass all of them in order to earn your high school diploma. Results of the science MCAS will be reported out in the fall.
In Lancer sports this week, the Lancer boys volleyball team dream season came to an end on Tuesday afternoon when they lost to a strong team from Wayland High School, 3-0. The team from Wayland was on fire and the Lancers just couldn't put it out. And so the 2016 volleyball season ended. 2 members of the Lancer volleyball family have made major contributions to the team's success this year. HLD senior Jancy Soto was named the Player of the Year for the Merrimack Valley Conference. His impressive season was a storybook ending to his volleyball legacy here at LHS. And helped get the team to where they are now.
It was a surprise, but I worked hard for it. It was more just a big fight. I had a lot of people fighting against me, a lot of people who really didn't want me to win it, but you know, we all fought for it, and at the end of the day, I just pulled it out.
However, he did not do it alone. Varsity coach Tony Hajar was named Coach of the Year for the 2016 season. He coached the Lancers to an incredible season.
Coach is the closest thing so far to me. And winning Coach of the Year is pretty much nothing to him. That's like his 10th time. It really doesn't faze him.
Lancer baseball starts MIAA tournament played this coming Monday at home. Check out the MIAA website for details. And that's it for Lancer sports.
If you didn't know it, June 1st, which was just Wednesday, is considered to be the meteorological start of the summer. The astronomical start to the summer doesn't happen until later in June. Our next story is about a group of Lancers making the most of the warm early summer sun when they are working out in the Lawrence High School Community Garden.
Hi, I'm Alejandro. I'm here with the members of the Lawrence Community Garden. I'm here to ask a couple questions. What was your inspiration for this garden?
We wanted to teach the kids how to plant vegetables so they can take the skills they learned in school and take them home and be able to plant and prepare their own homegrown gardens and vegetables.
And this is also a cross-curricular activity. We've taught English, math, and science skills since the wintertime as we were preparing with Alex, who's with Food Corps and Groundwork Lawrence. We've taught the kids about how to measure the pH of the soil, how to measure the temperature, how to measure water, and all the various things that help plants grow. And then we had a map that they designed, the kids all together with Alex and Kim and I. And then we planned for what we were going to do here, and it was an all year long activity.
Why have a garden here?
It brings the campus together and it teaches the kids, you know, science, math, English, everything that Mr. Thompson just encompassed. But it's a good conversation starter for other buildings, other schools. Go ahead.
Well, It was, a few years ago, it was called the agricultural program, but together with Mr. Fiato, we decided to call the Lawrence High School Community Garden because we want other regular ed classes to become involved from all the schools if they so wish, and to help us out here and bring whatever they can to the program and also take away whatever they can from the program.
What are some of the things you're growing?
We are growing sweet potatoes, white potatoes, sugar snap peas, carrots, spinach, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. What else are we growing?
Watermelon, corn right here in these first 2 rows. We've got flowers intermingled with the crops to attract the insects away from the crops. And over there in those buckets, we have lavender, which is a really nice smelling flower, or plant, I should say. But that's about it.
What do you do with all the vegetables?
We're gonna eat them. No.
We're going to sell them.
And we're gonna sell them, and we'll use them in the Lawrence Prep Salad Bar. And Mr. Watts,
Yes.
Mr. Watts, Gary Watts, has asked that we provide the campus with any vegetables that we can, so they can incorporate it into school lunch.
As a part of one of the grants we got also, we have to get a scale and we have to measure whatever we harvest and weigh it and report that back to them, showing that we actually sold a good percentage of it also. So that's a part of it.
Oh, and we're gonna have an in-school farmers market. We took a
Right.
survey over the
we're gonna
winter,
sell
and teachers were asked if they would rather buy local produce or if they would rather shop from the supermarket, and the majority wanted to buy local. So we will have an in-school farmers market at some point.
Right.
All right, thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to Alejandro from Period 4 News and Documentary for that interview, and Joao Alcantara, who photographed that news report.
And finally, in the past few weeks, we have shown you several student-produced videos on the news, and this week we have 2 more. This first video is about the Lawrence High School robotics mentors and how they spent many years helping the gearheads learn about mechanical engineering, programming, and much more. Thanks to Elsa Vasquez for that video. And after that video, we have another video about the event known as Comic-Con, produced by David Viñas. Stay tuned for both of those videos.
Well, that would do it for this week inside of LHS. We wish the seniors good luck in the future and everybody good luck on their finals. Next week, we'll be back for the final edition of Inside LHS for the year. Our guest will be Mr. Fiato, and he'll be talking about what is going to be happening here on the LHS campus next school year. That's next week here on LHS. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for those videos we mentioned, and we'll see you next week.
My name is Sue Laudico, and I am a former middle school computer teacher.
My name is Joanne Brothers. I'm the Vice President of Project Management from Comcast.
Hi, I'm Joe Gilardi. I'm the electrical mentor for the Gearheads. I work at Raytheon.
Hi, my name is John McLaughlin. I'm a mechanical engineer at Raytheon.
Hi, my name is Art Ruminier. I'm a mentor of the Gearheads. I'm an engineer at a company called Farm Product Development.
Hi, my name is Lynette Heredia. I am a geometry teacher at the Math, Science, and Technology High School. I am also in charge of the Lawrence High School robotics team.
I kind of missed working with kids and decided that when Art asked if I was interested in mentoring, I said, yeah, I'll give it a try, and I love it.
So I love working with children. I love working with you guys. It's been a blast these many years. I like how you guys think, and I love to be involved with molding your minds. I get an enjoyment out of building things and teaching.
I was actually one of the founding members of this team back in 2004. So from being on the team for 2 years, I went on and got my degree in mechanical engineering and came back. And for a couple years, I tried to contact Jesus, but he somehow left the team. So I had no clue how to get back involved with the team until I had something went off in my head, and I said, hey, Art, I think is still a mentor. So I contacted Art, and I came to the meeting, and I've been here ever since.
I became a mentor because the original physics teacher, his name was Jesus Hernandez, was the assistant coach of my soccer team that I was coaching, our daughter's team. And we were sitting next to each other at our daughter's violin concert, and he says, you know, I wonder what it's like to be an engineer. And I said, I wonder what it's like to be a teacher. And he said, well, why don't you come this Saturday, we have our first meeting. And that was back in 2004.
I became a mentor because there was a need for an advisor back in 2011. The teacher who was in charge of it previously had gone off to do something else. And the students actually nominated me to be in charge of the team, which was a huge honor. So I obviously accepted, and I've been in charge of the team ever since.
Because I couldn't get any other volunteers.
One time I was teaching two girls how to work the drill press. One of them was Cassie, who was I'll tell you about in a second. She was a sophomore, maybe a freshman at the time, and her friend at the same time. And they were nervous about using the drill press. So I said, okay, we're just gonna work on a piece of wood. So we clamp the piece of wood down, they start turning the drill press on, and they push down, and when it goes through the words, it goes through the piece of wood, they let out this screech in unison. Ah! It scared me. I said, what? And they both said, that's the first time they've ever drilled something.
Kids don't know like how to build stuff, and seeing like, you know, drawing stuff on the whiteboard and like explaining it to them, and then seeing it be made, like that whole process, like once the kids actually see, you know, their idea get made, that's like the best part.
My favorite memory is when Miguel didn't know how to use a screw gun or a hammer, and the other mentor, Chris, literally showed him what every tool was. It's the most amazing thing.
Oh, the first competition I went to, because I didn't really know what to expect, and it was great. It was up in New Hampshire around Halloween time, the first fall, and everybody was in costumes, and it was great.
Well, there's actually many memories, but I love the fact how the club has grown through the years. Seeing how working with some of the students, how they've learned, and some of my achievements working with you guys, seeing how you've progressed and gone to colleges, and I hope that we're making an impact on you guys, and you're actually doing great things after you leave here.
Oh, there's so many. There was a really nice picture that was taken this year of one of our students who's involved on the team, and she's actually on a wheelchair. And just seeing the students, all of the students, helping out, getting her to where she needed to be. She was also on the drive team. I thought that was a really great experience. Another memory I would have to say would be we were able to fund sending one of our students to a summer program. And when he came back, he was so excited about it. He told the entire team about it, and just got everyone really pumped up about participating in something like that.
I love the combination of building things myself, helping others build things, going to competitions and watching these kids and a lot of mentors too who are coming and doing this, who've never done this before, and come together, watching them. We were just talking before about being interviewed by judges, and they hadn't been used to being interviewed by judges. And to watch kids who hadn't done anything like this before speak knowledgeably. We don't particularly finish well, but without exception, at the end of every single competition we've been at, all of us mentors talk about how exhausted we are. And we say, oh, I need some time off. And as we're taking the bus home or dropping stuff off, everyone's coming up and says, when are we meeting next? When are we meeting next? And so it's that energy that both excites me and also exhausts me.
The students, it's a different breed. And I think that they do develop this sense of community, this sense of family. And it's enjoyable to come and attend the meetings and do what I do for you guys, because you guys work so hard. It makes my job easy.
It gives me a chance to practice, my engineering skills in a non-work related environment, and I learn things from the team just as much as the kids learn stuff from the team.
I enjoy contributing in whatever way I can, and it's interesting that I've found a lot of different ways to be helpful.
I love working with you guys.
I just actually like spending time with you guys. I like watching how you think, what you do. You're a different age than me, so you think differently, and I enjoy it. That's why I keep coming back. Well, so I'm on year 3. So honestly, I couldn't get any other volunteers, so I said, fine, I'll do it myself. And now I'm hooked because I love you guys. Probably 5 years, I'm guessing, 5-10 years.
That's a tough question, because if it was up to me, a long time, but there are family circumstances that do come up. So it's dependent on what's happening at home, but I know that even if I'm not in charge of the team, I would like to continue to remain involved in some way.
Until they kick me out.
Until I die.
As long as I'm around.
I'm addicted like it's wrong. I want it all day long. I'm addicted like it's. What you gonna do with that dessert? Do what, do what, dee da, dee da, dee da. Do what.